Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to BeyondCe podcast. It's Cezanne speaking. I hope everybody is doing well and having a great day and enjoying their Labor Day weekend. I know I am. We're going to go ahead and jump into some nitty-gritty stuff and talk about some good things that's been going on and some crazy things that's been going on, you know, the usual. So, in case you guys missed it, the VMAs recently aired, I think, on the 31st, and I'll be honest with y'all, I'm not sure whether it was the 31st, but it was like over the past weekend, and it was like terrible. And I know the VMAs hasn't been good for like the last couple of years, but I don't know, I really feel like they could have just kind of kept it. Like BET, when they did the BET Awards, it was straight. It was kind of awkward because obviously it is virtual, but I wasn't feeling the VMAs at all. I'll be honest, I don't know whether I'm getting old or what, but I didn't know like half of the artists they were showing. I was like, who is this? Who is that? If anything, I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and change and turn it to like a basketball game instead of watching the VMAs. And it was a miss for me. I'm trying to think if there was even a good part at all. I don't think there was. Probably the best part was Keke Palmer hosting it, but otherwise I can't even think of anything that was worthwhile really to talk about it. If y'all can, let me know. Maybe I missed some stuff because like I said, I was like kind of switching back and forth. We had talked about in the previous podcast about Monica and Brandy's verses, and oh my gosh, they did not disappoint at all. It was amazing. They hit 1.3 million people in the in the versus stream, which means Monica and Brandy, they hit over 200 million streams when it comes combined for both of their music on Apple, Spotify. I'm like, what other streaming networks is it? But mainly, I think they were going off of Apple Music. And I'll be honest, I probably was one of the people that was giving them some streams because I for sure listened to their music before the verses happened, which I told you guys about that. And afterwards, when they put up the playlist that had the list of all of the songs that they chose for their verses. And I mean, if they ever do go on tour, I'll be honest, I'm gonna have to pay to go watch that because it was well worth it. A lot of people kind of said that, you know, there was some negative energy between the two, but I'm just hoping that if anything, it was just kind of awkward because they hadn't seen each other in a long time. They just had heard about different things, but being in somebody's space is kind of totally different than, you know, seeing stuff on the internet. So I'm just gonna go off of that and we're gonna keep it pushing. So recently, on Instagram, Summer Walker decided that she wanted to discuss the child support information about Future and Eliza Reign, I believe. And she shouldn't have even brought this up. Now, Eliza Reign is asking for $53,000 a month for child support, while I believe the other baby mamas, because Future got like 8 kids, they only get like $3,500 a month. So I don't know how or why she expected to be able to get $53,000 a month from Future. But hey, sis, you get it how you can. If you trying to get that $53,000, go for it. But that just seems really unrealistic to me. And I'm not sure whether the judge granted her where it was like $3,200 or what, but Summer Walker decided, she said it was like disgusting that women would attack men like that when it comes to like the child support system. And then from then, I believe London on the Track, his baby mama, decided that she was gonna put her 2 cents in and basically was like, Summer Walker needs to stick to either singing or talk about like the cleaning business because I believe she owns a cleaning business. I was like, oh child, that's what we doing today? Like, so that's what this is what we're doing this week. And I feel like Summer Walker shouldn't have said anything. I do feel like the $53,000 is unreasonable considering that his other baby mama's only getting like around like $3,500. But like I said, if you're trying to go for that $53,000, then go for it. We're going to see how this works out. Wow, that's occurring on that end for child support. On the other end, for football, Cam Newton's ex-girlfriend slash mother of his children, they have 4 kids together. She was trying to get $15,000 for child support for 4 kids. Now, Eliza's trying to get $53,000 for 1 child, and Cam Newton's ex-baby mama, his baby mama is trying to get $15,000 for 4 kids, and he is taking her to court because he feels like that's unreasonable and that's too high. Now, sir, wow, I don't know. I didn't look up how much Cam Newton makes. I feel like $15,000 for 4 kids is very reasonable, considering how like Blake Griffin got to pay like $50,000 or $60,000 for 1 child or 1 or 2 kids. She's only asking for $15,000 for 4 kids. If I were you, I would take that deal and run with it, because if y'all actually go to court, I think she's going to be able to get more than $15,000 for those 4 kids. And supposedly he was cheating around on her and had one of the girls stand above his restaurant, even though they're not married. So it's like, you can't really use that in court. It doesn't really make a difference or not. But it's just kind of like, bro, just give her the $15,000 a month for the kids and just keep it pushing, because like I feel like you're fighting a losing battle, and anything you're gonna end up paying more money. When I tell y'all this week, it seems like everybody been wanting some money. So Dr. Dre's soon-to-be ex-wife, she wants $2 million for alimony. $2 million a month for alimony. Now, with that being said, let me tell y'all what she was like. Listen, I feel like you guys are judging me because I said I want $2 million. I'm gonna tell you guys what the expenses are for, and then you'll understand why I want $2 million for alimony. So, laundry is $10,000 a month. Gotta have them clothes clean, wash, press, all of that. Clothes, $135,000 a month. Education is $60,000 a month. Charity is $125,000 a month. Mortgage is $100,000 a month. Telephone, I think it was like telephone, internet, and email is $20,000 a month. And her entertainment is $900,000 a month. What? Exactly. What kind of, can I be your friend? What type of entertainment are you getting into that costs $900,000 a month, sis? Like, I'm confused, and I really want to know, because I want to live your life. You trying to get $2 million a month for alimony for all of this stuff. Like, I could understand education for the kids and mortgage and a telephone, I guess, even though I'm like, what kind of phone service you got going on where it's gonna cost $20,000 a month? Charity, what charities are you donate every single month? Like, so you telling me you donate every single month? I'm here for it, but that's a lot of money. And laundry, you can't wash your own clothes. And then your clothes, $135,000 a month. Like, you just gotta buy clothes every single month. Like, it's just like a must. Like, $900,000 for entertainment. And I don't even like Dr. Dre like that, but it's just kind of like, I feel like this is unreasonable in my opinion. And listen, I'm all for a woman getting her bag and everything like that, but $2 million a month? No. I'm sorry, but no. Like, not at all. Not at all. Music wise, other than that, so SZA, you know how she was supposed to be like supposedly retiring, or she just wasn't gonna release an album anymore. It was something along those lines. So she actually decided to release a song with Ty Dolla Signs? Yeah, Ty Dolla Signs, and it's called Hit Different. She released a song and she released a music video for it as well, which I'm hoping means that she will actually be releasing an album, because I'm here for it. The song was good. I didn't realize that I missed her voice until I heard it, and I was like, oh yes, like I need some SZA in my life. And Ty Dolla $ign's, he kind of just made it all blend together, because his voice is really chill, and it seems like everybody has had him on their records lately. So for her, I think it's a good look. I think obviously that the music video was good. It was interesting because she did like a lot of choreography, and I don't know if she's really did that in her other music videos like that. So I was here for it. I was like, okay, SZA, I see you. So we're gonna have to start learning dance moves. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're is that what we're doing? Because hey, I'm okay with it. She looked great, body looked great, hair was on point as always. She just looked beautiful in the music video overall. It was one part was kind of weird, but I'm like, well, it works because it's SZA, so I'm not gonna complain about it like at all. Like, I'm just happy to have some music from her. And you know what I was thinking, and I saw like in the comment section, is it would be so nice to hear a song with SZA and Solange. I would definitely be here for that. I love listening to Solange's music and SZA's music, so their voices together I feel like would be like amazing. It probably would be like too common, but still I want it to happen. Bryson Tiller also released a song called Inhale, and for that the intro kind of was like Mary J. Blige's Don't Cry. I don't know if you guys have heard that song or not before, but that's kind of like the feel I got for it. He had a lot kind of going on in the song, so I'm gonna have to listen to it a few more times to see whether I really like it or not. But still, I was just happy to hear like some Bryson Tiller music. His music is always really good. He has a great voice. I remember I saw him in a concert. What year was that? Maybe like 2015. I'm not sure. I'm probably wrong, but but I saw him in a concert in Atlanta, and I couldn't actually see him because it was so foggy. Like his like smoke machine or whatever was trash. Like it was like one of his first like tours, it seemed like it, and it was a good performance overall. I wish during that time frame that I would have actually listened to his music more, because one of my friends, she had listened to his album, she knew the songs, everything like that, and I'm over here just down, like and if I would have listened to his album more, then I feel like I would have been able to appreciate the concert a lot. And after I went to the concert, then I listened to his album, and I was like, damn, if I would have knew these songs, I could have been singing my little heart out. Next time, catch me next time, Bryson. So hopefully he will be releasing an album soon, and SZA will. And then Big Sean actually released Detroit 2. And that album was really good. I listened to it Friday while I was at work. And overall, I feel like it was a good soundtrack. He took his time with this one, and I definitely can appreciate it. He had a lot of different artists on it, such as Janae, Wale, Anderson .Paak, obviously it was a few other different people. Oh, and then he had Dave Chappelle talking on it, as well as Erykah Badu, which was really dope. Like, I was like, okay, Big Sean, like, I see you, like, you really putting in work. And Dave Chappelle had like actually told like a story about when he had like a show in Detroit. He was like, either you do well in Detroit or you don't. But I guess that time he didn't do that great of a job, and it was a man that gave him like a pep talk, and it turns out it was Big Sean's father. So I was like, that's really interesting, and I like the fact that was included in the album, because I don't know, I feel like it just kind of shows like a different side of Big Sean. 6ix9ine also released the album. I haven't listened to it. I think he just released it yesterday on the 4th. I highly doubt I'll listen to it, because I never really listened to his music like that anyway before he got considered as like a snitch, so that's not gonna change. So our main topic for this podcast is gonna be celebrating life and living, because in 2020 has been a hell hell of a year, to say the least. It's just been so much going on. Clearly COVID, and a lot of people dying from it. A lot of people getting killed due to other injustices, and just so many different, like, so much heartache in the world. And I didn't expect this for this year. This year was supposed to be like totally different. I feel like everybody probably feels the same way that I'm feeling. Like last year when I was talking about 2020, I'm like, oh, I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be going this place. I'm going to be like, I plan to have this, and this set up. And, 2020 kind of knocked me off my feet, and it made me realize what is important and what isn't important, and what I need to focus on more. And like, that I just need to kind of slow down for a second. Even though I had a lot of great accomplishments this year so far, surprisingly. I started a new job. We're moving into a house soon, and I started this podcast. We're still obviously filming for our YouTube channel, as well as like I'm filming for my private one as well. So it's been a lot of good things that have came out of 2020, but it's also been a lot of things that I wish that I could change or take back. Like I said, for 2020, a lot of people dealt with a lot of heartache. I personally did as well. My grandmother had passed away in July. So that was a lot to take in, and it was unexpected. And she didn't pass away due to COVID, because I feel like people always think during this year, which is understandable, that if somebody passes away, that it's due to COVID, but it wasn't. And that's one reason why I actually want to talk about celebrating living, because she lived a long life. She was in her 70s when she passed away. And she always said she is, like, whenever I would talk to her and be like, how you doing, grandma? Or happy birthday, she'd be like, I'm the youngest old lady. Like cute stuff like that. So one thing I can say is I can tell from her that she lived a great life. She experienced so much in her life, and that's one thing that I want to be able to do myself. I just turned 29 this year, last Saturday, matter of fact, and that's a blessing in itself, because a lot of people don't get to see the age of 29, and a lot of people don't get to experience different things that I've already experienced in my life. I've had the opportunity to travel to other countries, and also to be able to go to concerts, to be around my family and my friends, and I'm beyond thankful for that. That's one those things I won't ever take for granted, because like I said, a lot of people don't have that in their life. A lot of people have given the opportunity during this time frame to be able to transition to a new job without having to worry about income. I'm beyond blessed that I wasn't looking for another job, but I was looking for another job. And the fact that one landed in my lap so easily is a blessing in itself. I honestly feel like with my new job compared to my old one, there wasn't I had so much stress on myself from my old job that with this new job, it's like it's really like a breath of fresh air. If anything, sometimes it feels like it's too easy because of everything that I was doing at my old job. And with this job, I basically make my own schedule, which is a blessing in itself. And with that being said, that's why I say for this year, even though it's been so many different things that have occurred and so many heartaches that people have experienced, we still need to be thankful that we're still here, we're still living, we're still breathing, we're still able to be around our family members and our friends, and we're still able to experience happy things in life, because this has been a hell of a year, and it's September. I'm hoping that nothing crazy will happen for the rest of this year. I highly doubt it, because the election is coming up, so I know that's about to be interesting in itself. But in the meantime, we really need to be thankful for everything that we've experienced so far, and everything that has made us tougher and stronger and, you know, really touch your heart. Like, this year taught me a lot, like I said earlier in this podcast, and I'm beyond thankful for it. Has it been easy? No. Would I change stuff? Probably, but at the same time, you live and you learn and you grow from everything that you experience. And I hope that from me saying this in this podcast, that somebody will take what I'm saying and really understand and comprehend, and, you know, really sit and reevaluate your life and be thankful for the things that you have. There was something that I shared today on Instagram, and like, I had to really sit and be like, you know what, like, sometimes that I don't really feel like I am thankful for things that I actually have. I'm thankful that I have money in my bank account. I'm thankful that I have a car that is paid for. I'm thankful that I have a roof over my head. I'm thankful that I have clothes on my back, and probably too many clothes that I don't even half wear, but I'm always like, I don't know what to wear. You know, stuff like that. I'm thankful that I have a loving family that I feel like really appreciates me and tells me that they love me like every single day. And it's just a blessing. And it honestly, everything that I'm experiencing right now is a blessing, and that's one thing that I want you guys to remember. And then I've started a new thing. It's called Say Suggestions. So the company that I will be suggesting today actually is HGC Apparel. It's a clothing brand company. Their like slogan is Black by Popular Demand. They actually were established in 2010. I brought a few items. Let me spit it out. I brought a few items from them before, and I love every single one of them. Bought sweatpants, track pants, hoodie, and they have good material. I think you guys should definitely check it out. If you want me to promote your company or any type of brand that you have, shoot me a DM or Snapchat, and I'll look into it and see if I can. And on that note, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the podcast because I feel like I'm rambling, and y'all know I like to ramble. So I'm going to end it. So the quote that I'm going to end off with this podcast today is never a failure, always a lesson. And I feel like that ties into the topic that I was talking about celebrating life, because everything that we go through, we learn from it. I actually have this tattooed on me. I got this tattooed, I think it was like in 2010. And ever since then, I feel like I've really thought about the lessons that I've learned and the downfalls that I've had, and I've grown from it, and I don't want to experience a lot of downfalls that I've had in life again. So since then, I feel like it's always been like a learning lesson, anything that I experience. Once again, I hope you guys enjoy listening to this podcast. Thank you to everybody that has already listened to my other podcasts. I really do appreciate the love. Don't forget to rate them on I don't know if you can rate it on Spotify or not, but I know you can rate it on Apple Podcasts. And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to write down a comment. Once again, I do appreciate everybody listening, subscribing, sharing it. If you guys have questions that you want to ask me, go ahead and send them, and I will read them on here, and we'll talk about the topics, which will actually be so much fun. But I hope you guys enjoy this podcast. I'm going to dip out. And I hope you all have an amazing Labor Day weekend. And if you're drinking, take a shot for me, but don't drink too much. So I'll see you guys later.